Let's have a little chat. Uh, I don't know what it's going to be on. I did get the issue with the screen with the autoplay. I think I got it figured out. I turned off all my extensions except the one, the malware by the browser, you know, antivirus protection. Yeah, and it's on, and so the videos have been playing. So now all I got to do is, uh, you know, do them on the other computers. I don't know. I haven't done it on this one yet. Um, so anyway, I think it was an ad blocker, one of the ad blockers, and I had turned them all off except the one ad blocker, and and then it was still acting up, so I turned it off, and then they started playing. So there you go. But now I got ads to deal with. I don't know. Maybe YouTube did something, some kind of tweak, and to block people from blocking ads. That way you have to buy the plan, the membership, and then that way you don't, you know, I mean it blocks the ads, but you gotta pay for it. Sneaky, huh? That could be what's going on. I think they figured me out. Oh, she's running these ad blockers, and we gotta fix that. Because I used to have the membership because there was like ads all over the place, and it was driving me up the wall. I mean, not even just ads on videos, but just ads. And I don't know. So I don't know what I'll do to. Uh, I don't know if I'll take up the membership again or not. I might, but you know, not today. I got to work out my finish working out my budget for next month. I always do that at the around the end of the month, and just to see if I got anything to play with, and if I do, how much. Okay, I got this wild, crazy idea last night. Maybe it's bonkers. Well, it did turn out to be bonkers because it isn't going to work. I thought, you know, I wonder if I got one of those. I wonder how much those three-wheel electric powered bicycles cost. You know, and I thought, they're probably pretty expensive. But you can pedal, and you can do the electric, or you can turn the power off and just pedal, and ride it like a three-wheel bicycle. I don't think I could ride a two-wheeler anymore because balance. I would think I would have problems keeping my balance, and it would, might make me dizzy or lightheaded or something. I mean, I can't even stand on a step ladder higher than like above the second step without getting dizzy. Like if need to change a light bulb or do something that's kind of high up, I usually have to get my sister to do it because I it's like I get vertigo or something. I just get all I'm gonna fall. And so anyway, so I went and I checked on the price on Amazon. I checked at Walmart, and I checked on eBay. And the price wasn't that bad. When I thought, I could probably do this. I could, maybe save up for, 2 or 3 months, and have a is designated, uh, savings for just that, and you know, watch how I spend because, well, I don't. There's not really a whole lot of anything I need right now. I mean, I'm pretty well set. Ugh, these glasses. It's my hearing aid. If it doesn't sit in there right, it gets wobbly. Um, so the so I thought, maybe I could swing it, and then well, like eBay. I mean, like through PayPal. Sometimes you can get that, pay it off in 3 months, pay in payments, or, well, what they do is they charge you, like 2 payments a month. Every 2 weeks you pay a payment. So, and then if I had, like, most of it, saved up, I could probably, swing it. But there's a but to it. It isn't going to work. Because then I thought, well, I know you'd have to wear a helmet, and that'd be okay. And I thought, see, I thought, like I could ride it. I could get out of the house and I could, go around the neighborhood, a little bit, and like them uphill climbs, put it on electric, you know, and going downhill, use the pedal to, make sure I don't go too fast. But they only go like about 15 miles an hour. But so I looked up. I thought, I wonder if you have to have a license. Surely not. I mean, you don't need a license for a bicycle. So I looked it up, and it differs, I guess, from state to state. So I looked at this state, and sure enough, you have to have a stupid driver's license. And then you have to register it like it's a car or something and buy a license plate for it. Can you believe that? For a bicycle? And and they're cute. I mean, they have like this little basket thing. I mean, you can go to the store, and pick up something, or just. I mean, it would be neat to have. And but I don't have a driver's license anymore. I mean, I have a state ID, but it's just for ID. It doesn't involve driving a car. When I sold my car after I had that mini stroke and I didn't feel safe, driving anymore. So I sold my car and I just went ahead and let my license lapse. I should have kept them, but I didn't. I mean, because I knew I wouldn't be driving anymore, so why, every 4 years go and, get your license, renewed. So I should have done it. And I don't think I could even pass an automobile driving test anymore. It's been so long since I've driven. And I'm a coward. I would be afraid to try. Uh, but a bicycle, I think I could handle that. I mean, the handlebars, and it's got two wheels, big wheels on the back, and one on the front. And I can do that. I mean, I can drive those little motorized things they have in the grocery store. I mean, once in a while I bump into something. Especially if I'm turning around. But that's different, Uh, but I don't know. I thought, darn, I can't, you know, I, you know why they do that? Okay, here in Tennessee, they consider one of those type of apparatuses, motorized bicycles, as a moped. Now, a moped goes a lot faster, a moped only has two wheels. I mean, a moped is kind of like a small motorcycle. So, but not three wheeler bicycles. And the motor, the fastest they go is 15 miles an hour. Maybe 17 if you pedal. you know, while the motor is going. But there's always some kind of stupid roadblock with here. I mean, they have the craziest laws here. You wouldn't believe it. Uh, they just had book banning. I found out that here in this county, they banned two books, all about cats and all about dogs. And all about dogs. They banned these from all the school library, all the schools, and there's been like over 400 books they have banned, and some books it's crazy that they're even banned. There's no reason to ban them, but they have. They got these crazy people, looking through the books just looking for a sentence or something that, oh, this is going to damage the children. I don't think so. You know, I don't know how far up they go, if it goes up into high schoolers. Probably. You know, it's disgusting. I mean, oh God. uh, so anyway, I wonder if I can. I wonder. Okay, nope. Okay, so maybe I should. Okay, well, it's already up 12 minutes, and I covered, two topics. I guess that's probably enough for one video. Jeez, but yeah, I'm in the chatty Cathy mood today. Uh, I'm gonna cook later, and I'm gonna make some dirty rice. See, what I'm doing is I'm cooking up a bunch of stuff that I can make a big batch of, and then freeze a big part of it. And then that way, when I go see the heart doctor and they look at that record, see, I had those four um, chest pains when I was wearing the heart monitor. And it's funny because this happens while I'm wearing it within two week period of time. And now that it's been off since the 20th, well, it's been off for a week, and not a peep out of any chest pains. you know, is my body trying to say something? We want the doctors to see this, so they'll take action. Maybe. I don't know. There's crazier things that have been happening. I mean, now that I live in the twilight zone, because reality doesn't seem to make any sense anymore to me. And the stuff that's been happening is just so surreal that, excuse me, that I'm beginning to wonder. Did I get on a train and then the train suddenly switched tracks and now I'm on a, different road or different railway going in a different direction to a different destiny? I don't know. It's freaky. So, but anyway, what was I saying? Oh, God. I got to laughing last night and I couldn't help it. Now I'm doing it again. I don't know what's going on. Oh, well, you gotta laugh at the world, what's going on there. It's strangeness, you know. So, anyway, I was talking about, once I go to the heart doctor. See, the first time when I was having those same kind of chest pains, and they sent me to the hospital. Well, I went to this clinic and they insisted, you go to the hospital now. You're going in an ambulance. No, nobody's going to drive you there. You got to go in the ambulance. And so once I got there, then they checked me in. And I didn't check back out until after I had the stent put in. I was in there, I don't know, I think they did 2 days of testing, and then they did the surgery. Well, what they were doing, it was some kind of test that they, was checking things. And they go, yeah, there it is. We got to put a stent in. Let's do it now. And they had this young guy who was a trainee. He actually did the procedure. Here, you need practice. This is just an old lady derelict that can't pay the bill anyway. And I didn't have any insurance at the time or anything. But then after that, because of the diagnoses I got and stuff, then I had to apply for disability, and I got that. So then that ended up paying, the hospital bill and the ambulance trip, and it, paid everything. So, but I would have been paying for that bill the rest of my life. Man, it was outrageous. But anyway, I'm afraid if that happens this time, and they have to, they want to go ahead and admit me, and do extensive tests, and maybe they find something, and then there you go. And then I got it set up with my sister to um, take Tux down to the vet to have him boarded, while I'm away. But anyway, so I'm making this extra food and freezing it up so that when I get home, if this thing should happen, I like being prepared. I was a Girl Scout. So anyway, then I won't have to cook anything. And I probably won't feel like, maybe cooking for a week or two. Who knows? So I'll have plenty of food in there. All I gotta do is thaw it out, throw it in the microwave, heat her up, and I got a good hearty meal that I cook myself that I like. So, and then won't have no dishes, or a lot of dishes, cooking mess, how things are when you cook, get this and that, and clean up. So that's what I'm doing. So here in a little bit, I'm gonna start on making it, and make some dirty rice. I use an extra pound. The recipe calls for 1 pound. I'm putting 2 pounds because I like more beef in it than the rice. I like less rice. But it's real spicy. It's Cajun. Um, I'm gonna put onions and green peppers in it, and then the recipe, and yep, it is so good. I love that stuff. And it's good with cheese. Here I am with the cheese. Cheesy! Like it cheesy. And by the way, I've lost 5 pounds this month, in case you didn't catch it in other videos. Yeah. So, that's a good thing. But, well, it's up to 20 minutes. See, when I'm going to shut it off, then I think of something else to say. But I'm shutting it off. And I love you all. And you guys take care. And thank you for watching. And thank you for your thumbs up. And thank you for your comments. And thank you for being here. And I hope we have a long history together. Because I've got some more stuff to talk about later today. I might get to go ahead and get the food going. And then I'll be back. Love you. Take care. Bye-bye. Subscribe and like. Thank you. Thanks for watching.